sa Kababayan Today, si Ann Curtis Smith, and we were talking about your career in the Philippines and how there's this desire to find out what it feels like to come here to LA and audition.
Yeah.
You're one of the few actresses that have been able to work on a project that's entirely shot here.
Yeah.
So can this be the start of many, hopefully?
Hopefully, I certainly hope so. Certainly hope so.
Okay, because it's the holidays, and do you have any holiday plans yet?
Meron. I'm gonna go to Australia to be with my mom and my sister. We're all just gonna fly over just to have some family bonding during the Christmas season.
Okay, kung hindi nyo po alam, Ann Curtis Smith is a Filipina actress. She's also half Australian.
Yes.
Okay, so pag-usapan natin growing up in Australia.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Christmases you spent in Australia growing
yeah,
up?
definitely. It's different from the Pinoys where we have Noche Buena. It's lively. Back home in Australia, we didn't really celebrate Noche Buena, but we'd wake up really, really early on Christmas Day. But we wouldn't open the gifts yet. We'd have to wait until after lunch, a proper Christmas lunchtime with the whole family. And then we'd sit around the Christmas tree and pass around our gifts like that. So that's my fondest memories of like Christmases in Australia.
Okay, do you miss living in Australia?
I love the Philippines so much, you know? I mean, I do miss it, but I'm happy where I am.
Okay.
I love Manila.
Yay, okay, well, for the lots of Filipino Americans that have never been to Manila, what would you recommend to them to do in Manila?
Oh, there's so much to do there now, you know. Beaches, of course, is the #1 tourist attraction over there. But
well, what is your favorite beach in the Philippines?
Well, at the moment, because I did Jezebel, Palawan is beautiful, and there's so many like untouched areas that you can go to, like islands that don't have a resort on it yet, and you can just stay there, and you have a mamang banquero, and then you catch fish, stuff like that.
It's the simple stuff,
simple,
right?
very simple, and it's not expensive. You know, you don't have to go to the
big shishi resorts,
yeah,
diba?
No, you don't have to. I mean, my boyfriend and I, we really like to go on the road less traveled when we go to different countries. In the Philippines alone, there's so much to do there. I mean, I really feel it's going to be the next backpacking area or a destination for people.
Okay, so you also have a lot of following on social media. How are you able to utilize social media when you really have something to say? Because as it stands, what, 5 million followers? That's huge.
Yeah. Well, me, I use it in a way to just, in the beginning, it was just a way to interact with my followers and fans, and it's immediate, you know, you get immediate feedback on your work for films. Like Blood Ransom was shown a couple of months ago, and when it first came out in the Philippines,
people were tweeting you.
People were tagging their tickets and then giving their comments and honest opinions about the film. And for me, I think that's amazing that you get immediate feedback from your followers on anything, if it's a TV show or they're watching and magazine cover, whatever, and it's just great. Instagram and Twitter.
So it's a way for you to actually really communicate with the people that watch all the things that you do.
I love it.
Okay, so are you always constantly on social media?
I'm constantly on it. I mean, when I'm traveling, a little less, because I try to enjoy the environment I'm in. But in Manila, if I'm stuck in traffic, that's all I'm doing.
Okay, and lastly, when as we wrap up, I know that you were trying to pursue a degree to be a preschool teacher.
In early education. It was a bit of a struggle with work.
Yes, with your schedule, I must imagine.
It was very, very hard meeting the deadlines, but I survived. But I had to stop. But hopefully, maybe in the next 2 years, I'll get back to it.
Okay, so is being a preschool teacher something you've always wanted to do?
Yes, that. I mean, there's just something with children that I have. It's just, I don't know if it's the patience or just the willingness to be around them and wanting to like teach them, you know? I mean, I don't know what it is. I practice on my godchildren.
Okay, well, speaking of children, is that something that you want to have in the near future?
Yes, definitely so.
Okay.
I hope so. I hope it happens in like maybe 5, 6 years. 4, 5, 6 years.
Well, no one's really ever ready to be a parent. And it's very difficult when you're a working mother, right?
Right,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so at the right time.
Yes.
Obviously with the right person.
Yes.
You have been in a lot of romantic, you know, in the press, obviously, because you're in show business. But the relationship you're with now with Erwan, it seems like it's a very quiet relationship.
It is.
Do you like that?
I love it. It works, and it's just great having someone that's outside of the business,
right?
You know, and when we have a conversation, it's just amazing because we have so much to talk about coming from different worlds, and I think that works. And him being a private person as well, we complement. It's perfect.
Well, thank you so much, Anne, for sharing your life with us here on Kababayan Today.
Thank you for having me on Kababayan
I know, I want to give you a hug.
Thank you.
All right, you guys have to follow Anne to add to her 5 million followers, okay? And please hashtag us Kababayan Today. Thank you very much.